Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Mr. Slide back in here, and it's been a while. But today we have a video we're going to be looking into, and it's a funny one that's going to be teaching men a bit of a lesson, or teaching men lessons basically, make Nigerian men great again, MNNGA. Now, I've always said this, that before a man gets into a relationship with a woman, he has to be fully established. And when I say fully established, some of you are going to say, Mr. Sly, are you saying he should be a millionaire or a billionaire? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: being able or being in a relationship as a man, you have to first of all have a good source of income. You have to have a good house, a good car, some investment or savings you can fall back on. Now, when I make that statement, you men tend to misunderstand what I mean. And some men think that by that statement, what I'm saying is that make money, get to a relationship, and then spend your money on her, making her happy. Basically, like that's all. But that is wrong. Today, this video I'm looking into is going to teach you a lesson, and it's quite a funny one, and it's going to tell you why you should not toe that path. But before we get to that, do me a favor, man, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. This first video right here is going to show you something, a funny one. Let's get into it. Now, this thing says, the dramatic moment a guy was prevented from taking an item he bought for his ex-girlfriend after their failed relationship. Roll the tape.
I'll be like bicycle. For how many years your ex buy something, give a girlfriend, they come back today. Come fight. See ex, so for how many years? Ex no gree move on. Ex no gree move on. While I be like waiting again. Ex no gree move on. He come scatter shop after how many years? Ex no gree move on. You want that? 2 many years. Shame no cartoon. Why you not fit? Why you not fit? Why you not fit?
Okay. That's getting quite serious. Now, what you could see going on out there is quite some petty stuff. But when you realize that the pain of spending your hard-earned money on a lady and she messes you up, you realize that you really can't blame this guy. Now, I can't tell if he's some wealthy guy. He looks quite okay. We can't judge him based on how he's dressed at that scenario. But you can see, he came back to pick up some stuffs he bought for his ex-girlfriend after the relationship failed. But now, we're going to look into the next guy here, who is the main subject of today's discussion. And he is, well, a wealthy guy in Nigeria. Let's hear his complaint. We're going to jump between the video because he spoke a lot. And Mr. Slide doesn't actually have time for long talk. Let's roll the tape. He says, I gave you car just 2 weeks into the relationship. I spent over 100 million naira on you. Now that you've left me for another man, you must return everything I gave you. Lucky big boy Jago tells his ex-girlfriend.
The first day when you touch down, I first press 500k for you. 2 weeks of relationship, I give you car. Who does that?
You
don't say you go, I can't do all those things. You manipulated me to delete everything on my page, to unfollow the girls on my page on Instagram. My followers from almost 6k drop. You drop, you they go 5k self. Me Bola, Osuko, okay, Osunimi. Make her understand something. She never move on. Don't be saying she don't date with the guy, they don't date too. Even her sister, everybody, her mom, they don't know the guy where he date with. And they show them when he post, they tell me say they don't know the guy. Say never introduce another guy. Say now only me they still know. And they press for your sister. And they press for you. Samuel Banks, your friend, the day when I meet them, now 50 bay cash. Now I give her inside my car, inside your compound. Now you make me know him. The day when I meet, what's it called? I meet Papaya. Me and Papaya, I can't tell you. On your birthday last year, the Yacht Hotel, I sponsor everything. Do you know how much? You don't even have a girl issue.
Okay, so he's counting all the stuff he did for this lady. Let's jump to a section of what he really wants. We're going to go to somewhere around 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah. All right.
Save you on if anything goes south. What this guy go jack after 2 weeks when she go visit me. She go don't move on. So me, I don't want that. Me, I just want everything what I do for her. I will collect the car. Everything with their hand. She don't go get anything. So be relationship before we dey talk. You and get a date. You dey pour yourself is everything for her hand. She won't break up. She won't come break up with those things. I still tell her, say, allow me to come back to Nigeria. Let's finalize everything. Everybody will go their separate way. This one say no one see me. House where you say make I no come, say they go embarrass me. Now me they pay all the rent, everything, solar, everything in the house. Your landlord say I will give her. So I want to share that part.
All right, that's enough. So what we make out from these two videos are two men who had money, who got into a relationship as Mr. Sly advised. No. I don't advise you to get to a relationship, take note. But who had money before getting to a relationship as Mr. Sly advises. And then they went on to spend their money on the women they were dating. Before I go on to give my advice, I just want you to see a picture of the lady who this last rich guy was dating. In fact, let's look at her. This right here is the babe the guy was spending over 100 million naira paying rent and giving cars to. Oh my goodness. Oh, man, what are you thinking? Men, what are you thinking? This is the lady right here who this guy got to a relationship, and within 2 weeks, he had given her 100 million, bought a car, spent money on her family members and the rest of her lot. This Ogbonnaya right here, this Chiamaka Chizoba looking girl right here, who he wasted all his income on. Look, I'm sorry, but you can count all you spent on a woman as a gift. It's not a loan. What you give a woman is a gift, and what she gives you is a loan. If she comes back to take it back from you, people will say, yes, madam, take it. But if a man goes back to take what he gave her, people will say, Oga, at your age. Now, let's get to the main question right here. People are going to ask me, Mr. Sly, do you support that a man should go back and retrieve a gift he gave his girlfriend? My answer is, yes, I do. But it's got to be something tangible. You can't go to a salon to try and seize a hot towel machine, to try and seize clipper that you bought for her when you were dating her. That's silly. You have the guy on the other hand who bought the car, who bought the millions and all that. If he wants to retrieve back what he gave her, I am fully in support of it. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys a quick short story. Yes, when I still did the mumu phase, I gave a girl a golden bracelet of about 24 carats, which I bought in Dubai. We split up in the most funny way that I was unable to retrieve it. Now, trust me guys, if I jam that babe anywhere for Benin City, I am taking that bracelet back if she's wearing it. But let's be honest to ourselves, we've all made mistakes at some point in life. But what makes a man great again is the fact that he accepts the mistake he made and learns lessons from it to avoid repeating it. That's why I'm here to guide you. Now, with that being said, guys have to understand something. Yes, I know I say make money before you get to a relationship, and then when you get to a relationship, you know, all of that. But I'm not saying you make that money to go and stupidly spend on the woman. What I'm saying is this: you make that money so the women who you were looking up to start to look up to you instead. When you make the money, the women who were picking you start to do the picking instead. The whole table turns around. The dynamics turns around. I'm not telling you to make your money to go and splurge on them, on her at a point where, you know, you don't even have control over what you're doing. That guy, the rich guy who was giving out all the millions, is pretty much a dummy. I'm sorry, but that's what happens when most men get money without getting the MNMJ philosophy. See, listen, why I say you don't outrightly splurge on a woman is this. When you give a woman money on her, like you are just throwing water at her, you have to understand that you make her feel like it's a privilege. Instead, giving money to a woman should be for the purpose of rewarding her for something good done. It should not be like a privilege. It should be a reward for a job well done. That way, if she leaves you, you know that she worked for what she left with. But with that being said, guys, I don't know what you guys think. Do you think this guy should go back and take his money, take his cars and all that? Or should he just say, babash, and move on? Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. You know what they say. It is what it is. I'm out.